never had an ear infection before, so I don't know what that's like, but I've heard it's really painful. I've heard it's really, really painful. It always makes me kind of scared to swim outside in like a non-chlorinated pool, you know what I mean? But I'm sure you could get one just from because I wear earplugs pretty often. Hi Tweet, hi Galti, hi Sam. You guys, today we got a really fun game. I'm so excited. So I know Sam doesn't have too long. I was gonna wait for a couple people to come in, but I've got this game that it's gonna be fun. We've got a game today. Have you guys ever gamified your life? You know what? I'm feeling pretty bored these days, not gonna lie. And what is the cure for boredom, do you ask? Well, it's to play a game, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Yesterday I just spent all day scrolling on my phone, doom scrolling, had absolutely zero motivation to do anything. But we're back. Always video games. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly, Galti. Games are the answer. So I have a game for today. And we'll get to that in a couple minutes. But first I wanted to show you guys. I came up with, what is it, Toby? Toby, come here. Toby. I have got a few articles today that I wanted to go over that's going to teach us how to gamify our lives. We're also going to be playing potentially the ultimate gamification of the daily slog, if you will. Actually, you know what? We're going to start with that. I'm feeling ready to play. We're going to play Wordle. Hold on, let me shift over to my... What should I do? I'm going to do this overlay. We'll play some Wordle as we settle in. If you guys haven't played yet, then... yeah, I know! Tweet and I are part of a different Discord that's like, they're playing Wordle every day and like having competitions. Do you have a go-to starter word for Wordle? Actually no, I start randomly every time. Do any of you guys do the word adieu? Because everyone seems to do that. That seems to be the most common. I don't even freaking know how to spell that one. This one. This seems to be the most common first one. You do that word? Well, it just knocks out most of the vowels. So, okay. Let's just do the theme of the day. Games. You like aisle. Ooh, that one's good. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, that's not... Have any of you guys done this one yet today? If you haven't yet, then you can do it along with me. Let's see. English hard. Zipping my lips. Okay, thank you. You already know what it is. Hi, sweetie. Welcome. I want to do sense, but that's not a good... Because that uses S twice. So... Sometimes I do the least efficient option because I get impatient. This is teaching me patience right now. Test. Well, that uses T twice again and S twice. Okay. Steer. Yeah, that uses E twice, but like honestly, that's better than my other options. Let's see. Ooh, that's a good one, Galti. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Oh no. Wait. Hold on. Suddenly I forget every word in the English language. What can go before E? The thing is, no vowel can go before E, so there has to be a consonant here. Okay, so how about super? It's gotta be super. Come on. What? I before E. Oh, you're so right. Okay, well, it's not super. Except after C. Okay, so no C's here. Swear. Something. Wait. Sheer. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one. Snire. That just sounds weird and wrong. I don't think it's an I, if I'm being honest with you. I bet it's a vowel and then a consonant and then ER. So every time I play, I feel like I forget. I know, literally. Solar. That's not a word. What? Okay, I'll take that. Sawyer? No, that's a, no. I'm locked in. Wait, let me lock in. Sober? Sober. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That was okay. Yeah, we did it. Okay. Are you guys ready to play the game? The game that we are all waiting for. You guys, what's behind the curtain? You guys, what do I have behind the curtain? Are you ready to see? I don't know if you're ready. Honestly, I don't know. You ready to see? I spent all morning on it. Okay, we're gonna start with an easy one, okay? We're gonna start with an easy one. Oh shit, no, don't start yet. Okay, hold on. Hi, Ivan. I know, I was feeling not great yesterday, so I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing any streams for the rest of the week. But, we had a new wave of inspiration today. Don't follow my lead. Don't wait until inspiration strikes to act. But that's how I always am. I wait for the inspiration to come, and when it comes, I ride it out. Okay, so you guys, we're gonna do one test round. Am I man or am I a Muppet? Wait, that's bringing up a really obscure memory. Oh, the Muppet movie. That was a long time ago. I remember that. Okay, so the way the game works is you will predict, and you'll use your channel points. You can use as many channel points as you want, I think. And you must predict, is this a picture of me or of Weird Al? Okay, I got some pretty tricky ones here. So you don't get too confident, all right? But we're going to start with a really easy one you should know, okay? So let me oh my god, I got to get so much stuff set up. Okay, we're going to set it up. Hold on. We're setting it up. Set up the prediction. Okay. All right, I'm setting up the prediction. Okay, you guys ready? Okay. Okay, now I quickly remove the curtain. Fuck. We're on a time limit. Shit. Okay, time to play. Is it Marissa or Weird Al? Time to put your guesses in. Is this Marissa or Weird Al? You better know this one. If you don't know this one, then I don't know. I can't help you. Wait, why isn't the timer working? Hello? I guess the timer decided to just pause. Have you seen the Weird Al biopic? I haven't yet. I should. The funny part is I actually don't know anything about Weird Al at all. I've never even heard one of his... He does like parody songs, right? This is amazing. Okay, the time's almost out. I'm sorry, the timer's not freaking working. I guess I gotta restart it. Alright, well, I think there's like 10 seconds left. Fuck. Okay. It's Weird Al! Did you guys get it correct? I hope you did. Okay, no, don't worry. That was just a test run, okay? That was a test run, just to see if we could get everything to work. Next time it's gonna be better. But, yay! I think everybody guessed correctly. Okay. Does it give you channel points if you win? I don't know, but anyway. Okay, I'm gonna set up another one. I got another one over here we're gonna play. I think eventually I want to keep this as like a real segment, but like people have to pay channel points to get it to activate it. But for today, we're gonna just do... Yo, the timer video is not working. How dare you? Has performance anxiety. Oh, now I just crashed the page. Who knew that a 1-minute video would just crash the entire freaking page? What? Okay, fine. How about I reload? I'll reload Canva. Did I crash the entire Canva? I think it's because Toby's sitting on my PC. Toby's sitting on top of the PC and making it overheat. Okay. I'm exiting the page. Now I'm opening it again. Okay. Here we go. We're opening it up. Alright. Now, when I play this, is it going to play my video? Yeah, okay. Okay, it's working. Okay. I took down Canva, the power of women. I know. I single-handedly. Okay, my friends. It's time for round 2. Okay? Oh, I didn't put the correct... Here we go. So the correct outcome for the last one was Weird Al. Okay? So congratulations everyone on that. Okay, now we're going to start the next prediction. Okay. So I'm starting the prediction. All right. Is this Marissa or Weird Al? I don't know. I can't help you. You gotta determine. I actually have a couple in here that are actually hard. Some of them are pretty easy, but I have some that are pretty hard. Who is it? Is it Marissa or Weird Al? Like a surgeon. Ow! She just bit me on the arm. Why are you biting me? Okay, 15 seconds left, my friends. You better put your answers in. Okay. Yeah! Oh, and the sound worked at the right time too. It's me. It's me wearing my jacket that looks very Weird Al-esque. Yeah. So I hope you guys got that one right. Good job. Okay, we're going to be playing this game throughout today's stream. We're not going to play it the whole stream though. Yeah. Nice job. There's going to be one there I think is going to trick you because it tricked my husband. He actually didn't know. So, just saying. It tricked my husband. So, If it tricked him, who has actually seen my face in real life, then I don't know what's gonna happen with everybody else. Alright, thanks for playing, you guys. I'm gonna put the prediction in. The correct answer. Oh, looks like... Nice. You guys, if you're not using Canva, I highly recommend. You know, it's very fun to use, and also makes you feel like you're a professional marketer. So, anyways, my question of the day today is, do you gamify any aspect of your life, and how? So, I had a couple articles about it. Here, I'm gonna go over here. Look at this article. There's an article on Medium. How to actually gamify your life. A game designer's guide. Learning Italian. Oh, on Duolingo. Why do I always for some reason say Duolingo, even though there's no U at the end. I don't know. Do you have the paid version? Because the one with the free version is almost unusable, in my opinion. Do you suffer through all the ads? I used to love Duolingo, but man, those ads. Oh, okay. You recently upgraded to Max. Yeah, it's almost impossible to use it unless you're... Wait, there's 3 tiers? Oh shit. If that doesn't make me depressed, I don't know what will. The fact that there's... I remember when it used to be free. Just free. And like almost no ads. Like maybe a pop-up every once in a while. That was it. Wow. So it's what? Loser, poor people, and then pro, and then max? That's insane. I feel so anxious about speaking another language that I find it difficult to speak to the AI. I actually was like that. When I was first learning languages on there, I was super anxious as well. I think it gets easier when you're immersed in the culture. Like when I was in China, I was just forced to speak the language and like make a fool out of myself constantly. And so eventually I just got over it. Like nothing could... I could never embarrass myself more than I embarrassed myself in China. And so now I feel like I could talk to Duolingo no problem. But I definitely got that feeling in the beginning. You know, like feeling weird about my accent, or like not having the right words. Or like if you're playing it on the bus or the train or something, having other people hear you is kind of awkward. Now I like to brag. I like to answer the phone for my mother-in-law, and I'll be like talking to her in Chinese just to impress people. So people will be like, "Whoa, you speak Chinese?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I do." So I've transcended into bragging level. Hello, Bear. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Today we're learning about gamifying our life. We also played a little game earlier where we determined whether something was me or Weird Al. So throughout today we're playing that game where it's like you will vote on, is it a picture of me or is it a picture of Weird Al? I'll show you what's already been shown. So you can understand. Here's a picture of me. Alright. And it's blurred, obviously. But then, here's a picture of... Wait, why is this not loading? I'm just breaking Canva left or right. Okay, you know what? We're not even going to worry about that. It's a whole thing. It's got like sound effects and music and a countdown timer. Graphic design is my passion. Anyway, Tweet says, I don't think I gamify anything. I enjoy playing video games, so trying to make chores feel like video games has the opposite effect, making my games feel like chores. Oh, interesting. By the way, you guys, Bear had a really great, he had a really great stream last night. You guys should check out Bear. He's doing streams, where we're just being open, we're learning together, we're being curious. Him and a few other people, we're gonna be reading Man and his Symbols this month. And perhaps longer than that. It might take me longer than a month to read this, not gonna lie, but maybe we'll talk about it too, if you guys have read this book. Hi, Chaotic, welcome. Oh, you guys, I don't know. We might have to play another round of the game. Now that some friends are coming in. Having kids gamifies life. Oh, I wonder, Galti. Does it... that's one thing I really look forward to, is having kids and being able to see everything through the eyes of my children and like seeing their curiosity. Chaotic, welcome. Okay, you know what? I can't wait any longer. I want to play another round. We'll come back to this article in a second. Yeah, I just have to set it up really quick. Okay, so we're gonna play another game of Marissa or Weird Al. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try and trick you guys, so I just have to set it up. Okay. All right, friends. You ready? It's time to play. It's time to play. Weird Al or Marissa? Okay, hold on. All right, it's time to play. Marissa or Weird Al? Who is it? Who is it? You gotta guess. You gotta do the prediction. You gotta do the prediction. Do you see the feature? You can use your channel points to predict. I don't know. I can't help you. I can't give you the answer. I like the game music too. What? Oh, okay. Okay, good. There's a prediction this time. Sometimes it struggles. It's almost done. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weird Al! Did you guys get it correct? 50 points on Weird Al. Yeah. You better be careful. You better be careful. Because you don't know when I'm going to trick you. I'm going to try and trick you. Nice job. It's like a banner that appears on top of the chat. It's closed now, but it should appear on the top of where you type in your chat. And yeah, you'll be able to like put in, I think, just any amount of channel points, and then it will bet. And depending, I think you should win some if you get it correct. But yeah. Okay, let's do one more. I want to do one more. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Let me close my curtain so you can't see what's happening behind the curtain. Okay. All right. We're gonna close the curtain. Got another one over here. Okay, wait. No. Oh, okay, wait. I don't know which one I should do. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. All right. All right. I'm putting the picture in. Hold on. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, here we go. I gotta start my prediction first. Okay, is this Marissa or Weird Al? Gotta choose. Kadek says, by the way, Marissa, I really liked to be on Bear's stream yesterday. He's pretty chill and nice. He made me feel good and calm with his questions. Really nice seeing you there too. Yeah, I know I'm saying, you guys. I think Bear is a great addition to Twitch. I think it's going to be great to see how his channel evolves. Because there's a community building of people who are curious, people who are just trying to understand things in both terms of spirituality and scientific ways of knowing. So he's got some meditation music playing in the background too, which is nice. Okay, who is it? Oh, it's me. It's me. Okay. I also really enjoyed the speech you played as well about water. Well, about how to think. Okay. All right. I think we're gonna be done with that for now, but that was fun. Okay, I'm gonna turn my music on. Yeah, but what I really liked about it was, you know, like, it was really talking about how your perspective can really just frame everything. And everything accumulates into this long story of what happened throughout the day. And what happened to you. And, like, because you experience everything through a subjective lens, right? Of me. This happened to me. And I was in this room, and it was this color, and that made me feel this. And this person, I didn't like this person because blah, 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 blah. It's like everything you do, everything you focus on, I mean, our default setting is to have an opinion about it. Thank you. It took me a while to embrace my hair. I hated it in the beginning, but yeah, we've gotten used to it now. And that's what it is. Like with me and Weird Al is that we have the same hair. But then my Discord picture specifically, it's so tiny that people can't tell, and they don't think that that's not me. And so it doesn't, like, they're not preconditioned to be like, oh, is that Marissa or Weird Al? They just, like, assume, oh, that's going to be Marissa. But then they don't look close enough. So I had somebody just yesterday be like, that picture looks strangely like, so the way they phrased it was, your picture looks strangely like Weird Al or something. And I was like, that's because it is. But I've tricked many people with that picture. And then it started when I posted a YouTube video and somebody said, are you Weird Al? And I was like, who is that? And then I looked it up and I was like, this is hilarious. So, anyway. So, everything is filtered through our subjective perspective. And, like, you could be having an equally terrible day as somebody else, but they could see it in a completely different way. Like, you could think that going through certain experiences is terrible when somebody else thinks it's actually really fun and amazing. I remember one of our community members saying that they hate going on vacations, they hate traveling. And I thought that was so interesting because I'm somebody who loves traveling. And, you know, they're listing off all the different reasons. And it's just, again, it's so interesting. Like, you can like something, but nothing is objectively liked, right? Weird Al, who's that? I feel old. Hi, Chozo. How's it going? Chozo, you missed our game. Chozo, we were playing a game of, is it me or is it Weird Al? We'll play it later. We'll play it again later. But I hope you're doing well, my friend. Oh yeah, the thing is over here. I see. Oh, I get it. My hand is just like floating out of nowhere. I don't know, man. The green screen is trying its best to register like what is part of my body and what isn't. It's yeah. I'm happy with her. Tweet says, growing up in a religious household, Weird Al's music was some of the only music we could listen to. Really? That's interesting. So it was similar to like Kids Bop then? I just know that I know that he did parodies of things. Were they like clean parodies then? Like where, you know, he doesn't swear and stuff? I remember we only used to be able to listen to like Kids Bop versions of a lot of pop songs. Where they changed the lyrics. Amish Paradise slaps. I need to listen to some of his music. I mean, he's just really cool looking too. But there's been times when I've seen pictures of him and I was like, that looks like me. Genuinely. I don't know, maybe we're like soul brother and sister or something. The thing is, he's like twice my age. So he looks good for his age. I don't know what to say. The fact that his hair is still brown is crazy to me. But anyway. So yeah. Just hanging out today. The biggest thing I had planned was the game. I didn't plan anything. You should get him on stream with you. That'd be so crazy. That would be awesome. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. Yo, you guys, that reminds me. Okay, this is something completely unrelated, but there was someone I posted about. I think we're definitely gonna raid him when we're done here. There's this wizard guy on Twitch. His stream absolutely freaking blowed my mind, dude. Have you guys seen any like super high production streams? I hadn't really before. I mean, most of the streams I watch are just people kind of hanging out and talking. Or like I'll watch Queso sometimes because I think he's really entertaining, but like his stream quality, like his production quality is not. Like it's literally just like a camera and then the background. Like there's not even an overlay or anything. It's crazy how that works. Like you could have somebody who spends so much money and time on all the details of the stream and they don't get as popular as somebody who's just plain entertaining. But anyway, this is the... My mind was absolutely blown, dude. When we go into a stream, my mind was... he has like a camera above him, he has 2 cameras on the side, and he has a camera here that he'll turn towards the camera and give a reaction, and somehow I don't even know. And he'll like flip between scenes, like the transitions are super smooth. He'll have like cutscenes, like I want to say like hours of cutscenes that he's filmed and edited. That's my goal. I want to be high production value Twitch streamer. Of course that would require work and effort. I'm still working on those emotion redeems. I'm at the point now where I want to put music to them, but I don't have any music. I don't know where I can acquire music. So we're kind of stuck in that stage of like, I've got the visuals, but I don't know what to do about the music. Music is a constant battle. Anyway, so, ooh, ego death, congratulations. Yeah, so anyway, I wasn't planning on doing any other streams this week, but I got a sudden burst of inspiration to play that game. Oh, let's read the article. Okay. So the article is, for years I've been the guy companies call when they want to make their products more engaging. I've designed gamification systems for health apps, education platforms, and even corporate training programs. I know how to make other people's products sticky and habit forming. Now he's going to apply the techniques to his own life. Is that you? It looks like me, doesn't it? Sam, you're the second person to to think it was me. No, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. This is just I got this picture from Rexler. I thought it was so funny. I just had to put it in my overlay. It's hilarious. And I figured you would appreciate it because you've mentioned before you don't like the DSM-5, right? Galti says there's lots of free resources around the web for music. Yeah, that's true. It's just they're not really that good. The problem is like a lot of them just sound not good. You gotta really dig. You gotta really fish for good music, like a specific sound. Sam says, I was like, damn, you taking the rebelling against Mormonism hard. Well, actually, a lot of ex-Mormons do go pretty hard when they first leave. It's common for them to get really into alcohol and drugs and like party and swear all the time. I've adopted 2 or 3 of those habits, not all of them, but the pendulum the pendulum just tends to swing. I've noticed that an extreme of anything is not good. There's an extreme, you can find an extreme of almost any personality trait or almost any lifestyle, and every time the extreme is not good. I wouldn't recommend living that way. Like living like really piously, really like super overly dedicated to your religion to the point of like not having any sort of individuality. I think that's problematic. But also at the same time, on the other end, like having so much freedom and individuality that you become overly selfish and inconsiderate of your fellow man. I think that's a problem. And there's people who they delve into psychedelics and spirituality, and they tend to over-orient themselves to spirituality. So one person in my community put it well. He was like, they tend to over-orient themselves to one dimension. And I think that's true. I know people in my community who are like that, where like, they're just, I want to be nice. But, you know, like they're so set in their ways. They're 100% sure that there is, that things need to be done a certain way, and that everything is about magic and spirits and energies and aura and and like we should deny the benefits of Western medicine and just like sage oneself or something. I don't know, like just take ashwagandha or whatever for any ailment. I don't know about that. There's some good things about Western medicine. Go ahead and be bad once in a while. Like you said, too much of anything is too much. That even includes being too nice. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm very critical and I can be very mean offline. But when I'm online and when I'm speaking to a broader audience, I have to be really careful about what I say. Because anything I say here can be taken out of context. But if I'm just talking to my close friends or like my husband, I can rip people apart. Just don't you worry. I'll be like, that person is just so fucking stupid. They're delusional. Their head is so far up their own ass that they don't even... I say those things too. Anything you say anywhere can be taken out of context. Yeah. I can see that. Oh, thank you so much for being here, Galti, and participating. And also thank you for the sub. You were so kind. You guys, go check out Galti's stream. Galti is so kind. He does a variety of different games, but he does a lot of like older games and nostalgic games. He does some FMV, some like super old FMV games, which are fun. Let me make sure I spelled it right. There we go. Go give Galti a follow. Anyway, so. Yo, what's wrong with my throat? I don't know. Thank you for lurking. Thank you. Okay, what have I been doing the past few days? Yeah, yesterday I was in a pit of despair. But we've made it out. It's snowing right now. Look at this, you guys. It's snowing outside. Oh, hold on. Let me actually show what I disappeared. Okay, here. It's snowing pretty hard. In April. Happy April, by the way. My sprouts are growing. My art project is thriving. One thing I'm kind of worried about though is I'm feeling a little bit of that seasonal depression. But it's spring. I don't know. Usually it hits me in winter time. I saw another streamer who was mentioning she has seasonal depression. And I was like, wow, I'm kind of feeling that too these days. You guys ever feel that where it's like you literally don't want to hang out or be around anyone? I've like been isolating myself from my family, my friends, and I just genuinely don't. It's just like I don't know. I get in these moods where I'm like, other people. It takes relationships. They take so much work, and like I just don't have it in me. Like I just don't have the energy right now to deal with that. I feel terrible saying that, but that's genuinely how I feel. Like, and my parents invited me to come home for Easter, and I rejected. I turned them down. A, because I don't celebrate Easter. I'm not Christian anymore. And B, like, I feel like I have to put on 10 masks when I visit home. Like, I just have to put on all these masks and not be myself. And when you do that, that can be exhausting. Sam says, I've been real up and down. Ups and downs of life. It happens. Oh my gosh. Jess. Yo. What's up? Thank you so much for raiding. Welcome. Here, let me give you a shout out. I saw you were playing some games again today. That's awesome. You guys go check out, oh fuck. Okay, wait, no, don't raid. Okay, I unraid. Okay. Every day it's like the first time I ever used OBS. Okay, this one. We just show up in your stream and it's empty. Anyway, you guys go hang out in Jess's streams. She streams only on Thursdays. She is studying astronomy in university, and her streams are super cozy. I actually like lurking in the back. I like lurking in her streams and just hearing her voice go in the background. It's very nice while I'm working. So I highly recommend. But yeah, super kind individual as well. So yeah, dude, these days. So Bear said, great line of inquiry you're on. I have recently been meditating on accepting the fact that I am likely to be misunderstood and misinterpreted, no matter how diligent I am in communicating my authentic self, learning to accept and embrace it. Yeah, that's hard to accept. That sometimes you have to, it depends on like how much you care about what you're saying. If you have a point that you really want somebody else to get, whether it be advice you wish you would have had. Oh, that's a really huge one, right? Like you just want to help somebody else out and tell them advice so that they can avoid making your same mistakes. I know a lot of people who do that all the time. It can be hard to let go of that attachment and realize that like maybe that person doesn't need to hear that in that moment. Maybe the advice you want to give that person, you were talking about advice in your stream. Maybe the advice that you want to give that person will not actually help them because their circumstances are different, you know? So, oh, welcome. Yeah, join us. Holy crap, it is snowing so hard right now. It's literally a whiteout. I might have to light some candles behind me. I put on my sweater too. We had a few days of like 70, 75 degree weather, and like we were out in the park, we were dancing, and then like classic Utah weather, it just goes crazy for no reason. Look at it. All my plants are gonna die, you guys. No, my plants. I just worked all my tulips came up. My flowers are starting to come up. This is Utah. Utah, like, is so finicky. It's raining there today. Oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, this is the second snowstorm we've had in all of winter. We didn't really have any snow at all. So I guess I shouldn't complain. I wonder if the ski resorts are going to be open for longer now. Not sure. But, because like they were melting. They were getting ready to close everywhere because there just wasn't any snow. So, Yeah, I struggle with that. Like, well, I was saying in Bear's stream, I was like, I don't give people advice that often. Or maybe I just don't consciously think about giving other people advice. I often just don't value my perspective enough to give other people advice. And I'm also afraid of the consequences of, like, if I advise somebody to do something, then they'll, like, blame me for the outcome, you know? I'm always afraid of that. So I'm like, I just don't even, I'm like, I'll never say, like, if somebody tells me about their relationship, I'm never going to tell them, like, you should break up with that person, or you should do this. I'll just be like, wow, man, that sucks. My go-to is usually like, oh, I think I've experienced something similar, or I'll ask him more questions. But I don't usually say, you should do this, you should do that. It's very rare that I'll do that. Bear, I will say this if you're still here. One thing with streaming that I've learned that I have to let go of, and that I actually cling on to a lot, is, how I'm perceived. This came up in your stream yesterday, but if you share something that's really important to you and something that's really valuable to you, and I don't, like, we don't have to go into what happened in your stream, but, like, just as a general example, like, I've had times before where I want to share, like, a quote or, like, something very profound to me, and I share it in stream, and then people don't take it seriously. They'll make a joke about it, or they'll, like, not take anything from it. And I'll get really upset by that. I'll be like, what? No, this is, like, the perfect thing. Why aren't you listening? That pisses me off. I've been pissed off many times. Actually, I actually banned somebody from my channel at one point because he just kept throwing off the vibe. And I was like, I can't handle this anymore. Where it's like everything that I would do, he would react in the opposite way that I wanted, right? And so, like, I just couldn't handle it anymore. I said enough is enough. Now I think I would be able to handle it more and try and be more open about it, or try and be more compassionate about it, and realize that people just sometimes don't know what you're trying to communicate, or they just don't have, it doesn't resonate with them, and that's okay. Just because something resonates a lot with you doesn't mean it's going to resonate a ton with them. But I experience this, like, all the time. Nothing sets my stream off faster. Nothing makes me want to turn off stream faster than if I, like, prepare for a certain outcome and it doesn't happen. Like, I prepare for, like, everyone's going to react this way. And then I just hype myself up. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be so good. Like, I'm so smart. I'm a genius. Like, everybody's going to react. And then it comes and, like, people don't react in the way I want them to. That makes me feel like shit. But you know what? That's all just because I overhype myself. It all has to do with my own perspective. It's not other people's fault. It's my thing that I need to work through, is, like, letting go of the attachment to how other people react to me and what I put out. And often, like, I'll get really strange like really unexpected and amazing reactions to things I didn't even know were gonna get one. And I'm like, whoa, that's cool, right? The quiet people are usually the most pissed off. Because they've been marinating on their thoughts. They've been marinating. I'm so sorry, you guys. There's going to be an ad break in about 30 seconds. So there's going to be an ad coming soon. So we'll just take the time to refresh. Bear says, the second agreement helps me with that part. Nothing others do is because of you. Oh, love it. When someone punishes or invalidates our courage and vulnerability, it does hurt. It does. But they are not usually intending to do that. And that's the distinction. It's not very often that people genuinely are out to get you and like trying to personally hurt you. It all depends on how you see it, right? Okay. All right, the ads are here. The ads are here. They've arrived. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back everybody, hopefully. I got a few memes for today. I think this cartoon is really cute. Who are you? I am your death. I'm not thinking about you. I'll wait. Always waiting. Always waiting. This reminds me of an Amelia Fart video. So Amelia Fart released a YouTube video today. You know what? I might share it. I wanna share it. She's just so amazing. I love her so much. So inspirational. This is a great video. I Will Die. I've played it before on my stream, so I won't play it again, but this one was really good. It was more of like a production where she skates through a cemetery through all the 4 seasons. But I'll play her little short she played.
I certainly don't know what I'm doing. Can we just look around and shake every stranger's shoulders and be like, what is happening? We're alive and we won't always be. And what are we doing with the time we do have? We don't know when it's gonna end. So what are we doing right now? Whatever, you know what, you'll just keep wondering and like being weirded out by it forever. Then in the meantime, you find ways right now to accept how creepy everything is all the time. The smell of earth, wind between the leaves, these things have been waxed poetic until the end of time. It's a little bit enough is enough. Though leaves turning in fall, like, and then like conversely, like springtime buds, like that shade of green. The human form, arguably. I mean, sometimes humans really just get.
Looks like Cindy Lou. I know, yeah, it's so whimsical. Yeah, with the hair going up.
Give me the ick overall. And I'm not talking like specifics. I'm talking like the species of human.
Okay, I'm hearing a cat yowling in the back. Hold on. Sweetie? Are you playing a cat video? Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, what cat is being tortured right now? Stop. My husband's addicted to YouTube Shorts. He just won't stop watching cat videos. And it's like the ones where the cat's yowling, like it's sounding like it's being tortured. I don't know. And different algorithms.
Man, it's like kind of nasty. Like, but at the same time, like, you know, everything's nasty and everything's cute. There's a lot of baldness and then like hair in other spots. And just like kind of like the way we're shaping their limbs and the fact that we like walk on our hind legs. I don't know. But then again, it's like, if we are nasty and sick, it truly is, who cares? We're all in it together, you know?
This is one of her more nonsensical ones, but I still love it.
I
still love it. Just her ramblings of just like, I don't know what any of this means. Why are humans bald in some areas and hairy in other, you know, like just going off. But I just love her as a creator. I think she's awesome. Okay. Anyway, so let's move on to our next meme. Oh, here we go. Discussing in-depth psychology ideas. Discussing depth psychology ideas without using jargon. Yes. Not to brag or anything, but I do the second one. Not by choice, but purely out of ignorance. I don't know. If you tell me an acronym or a jargon, I will not understand. Please just tell me in plain English. My brain hurt. I always like explaining things in intuitive terms. And sometimes people react and be like, wow, I think that this philosopher said that one time. And it's like, oh, cool. By necessity. I don't know why we have to overcomplicate everything with jargon. I hate jargon. It reminds me a lot of the Channel 5 interview I saw with Clavicular, who's the looks maxing guy. And the entire interview, he was just saying, like, I want to say like 70% of his vocabulary was just jargon, was just internet slop speak. And it was really fascinating to see. Like, he was saying, so-and-so is a jester, and I'm mog maxing, and I don't know. Like, I just have to like play the video, but I won't, because I already played one Andrew Callahan video on this stream, and we need a break from that for a while. But I don't know. It's interesting. It really shows you when somebody is in this really, really small niche and sometimes isn't aware that they are in one. In his case, because he's using jargon every other sentence, he probably doesn't recognize that he is. But like for somebody like me who's not even in that internet space at all, like it's really hard to understand. I had to like look up a bunch of the words he was using. It sounded like he had like typed into AI, how do I speak in English? How do I talk to people? And then just took whatever AI told him to say. It was very fascinating. Jess says, I have that issue when I explain my space stuff. Oh, I see. Yeah. I guess when I explain my mushroom stuff, I do use a lot of jargon. I forget that like not everybody knows what mycelium is, you know? And so like I show people my like little sculptures and I'm like, oh yeah, it's mycelium. And it doesn't register to them that this is a mushroom. They think mushroom is just like the fruiting body, right? They don't understand it like, oh, it's the roots of the mushroom, right? Well, it still has a little bit of a smell to it. I've been touching it throughout the day too. It's still so soft. Happens to me with mental health. Okay, I knew that acronym, Sam. But yeah. I mean, I guess sometimes it's unavoidable. But there are certain things, like engineering, for example, is so like acronym heavy that it gets to be kind of annoying. It's hard when you're so accustomed. Yeah, it does make for much more efficient communication, right? Like, you don't have to take the time to explain every single concept. You can just use the acronym and the person will immediately know what you're talking about if you're in a space with somebody that already gets it. I guess I'll ask you this. Do you guys prefer interacting? Well, I guess it's just different. Like interacting with people in your field versus interacting with people just in day-to-day life. It's not often that I meet somebody who shares my niche interest. And so I usually just explain things in general and broad terms. And also, like, from my background in teaching ESL, that in itself is also, like, you just can't even use any special terms. You have to explain everything in its most basic form. That's why my default is just to be super simple in my communication. Because I mostly interact with, like, refugee and immigrant populations all day. Who says, I think it's a sign of passion for your interest, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, that's true. And it also shows like competency when it's like name dropping. When you name drop stuff, like it signals to the other person that you understand what's going on. It's crazy how we do that. We form very niche, very like small niches, and I keep wanting to say Nietzsche. The amount of times that word comes into my... I wish I didn't know that word. Jess said, I often do outreach for astronomy communication, and I typically love doing that more because I have to relearn it in a way to make it make sense for somebody not in my field. It almost helps me know it better. Yeah. Explaining something. Teaching something. Yeah, I didn't realize I had such a minimal grasp on the English language until I had to teach it to somebody else. I was like, oh wait, I didn't realize I slur all my words together, and I didn't realize I don't know what a preposition is. You know? But yeah, if you have to teach it, you really have to understand everything. And be prepared for people to ask you questions, because they will, and you better know. So, okay, I got this one. Who is wiser, Genius, ancient philosopher? I think I exist. I don't know. Or a toddler asking profound questions after eating Play-Doh. Why do I know what I am? Who is wiser? You get the wildest questions. Oh my gosh, what's the craziest question you've ever gotten? Oh, and also, are you watching the I should have asked, are you watching this current space mission? I haven't been staying up to date with that, but I know that they took off yesterday or the day before. See, that's how not up to date I am. I was a bit oh yeah, it was yesterday. I was a bit disappointed to learn that they're not going to be landing on the moon. Also, isn't it crazy to think about how we had the technology to land on the moon in 1972? And I feel like the technology has not substantially increased that much since then. It's probably because NASA is very not funded very well. Jess said, and the wildest question is typically about religion and the Big Bang. Oh boy. Wait, that's not... Huh. How does my religion coincide with the Big Bang? Huh. How would you even begin to address that? I don't know. What's up, Dom? Dom, we're playing a game today. Ooh, I think we should take an intermission soon and play the game. It's tough for sure. Right? Because you probably have to stay objective, stay scientific. These are topics that people really care about, though. I remember, like, I have a family member who's Mormon, and, like, she's a biology teacher, and she admitted to me that she has a hard time teaching evolution. It's like, are you sure you're in the right profession? Like, oh God, please teach it still. Like, please, can you put your personal feelings aside and teach the, I don't know. Well, she teaches at a religious institution, so, you know, but still. Okay, Dom, are you ready for this? I think we should play. Okay. What's the freakiest Christian thing that happens in Utah? Oh, that's an interesting question. I mean, like, we've got, so, like, the whole downtown of Utah is organized around the Mormon church. So, like, all the church office buildings are downtown. Like, everything for the so, like, the Mormon temple is downtown. So, here. There's this place called Temple Square. And you can just walk around. And they've got, like, this giant theater where they hold general conference, which I think is this weekend. Oh, see, that's the thing. If I visited my parents this weekend, they'd be watching general conference the whole time. Ooh, I don't know about that. Yeah. So this is the Salt Lake Temple. It's quite beautiful. I haven't been on the inside. I don't have a recommend anymore, but they have, like, flowers everywhere. They've got, like, really beautiful Christmas lights. Right now it's been under construction for the past long time, but you see there's just flowers everywhere. That is so ominous, like uncanny valley design. Oh, you mean like this? Yeah, it's just this massive freaking organ. They got did they change it? Huh. 'Cause I think it used to look like this. They must have changed it. But almost every, a a lot of the older churches had an organ like this at the top, but they don't really have that anymore. I think they just have electronic organs. But, yeah, so like general conference, like thousands of people will come and hear the prophets speak and hear the like leaders speak. And so like tickets to it are free, but you have to ask for it from your church, and each church has only a few that they can have. And then like they've got like a choir made of, women and men, women on one side, men on the other side, and they give presentations, they give like talks about like sermons, basically, I guess is a way I would put it. And like they sing, they do music. And this is where people receive like the most updated guidance about like, where's a new temple going to be put? And like, what does the prophet want me to do now? Mormons be rich. No, dude. The LDS church is like several $1 billion, I think. Oops. Around 265 billion. Okay. It's a mega corporation, basically. I mean, it's basically run by one. I mean, they own almost everything in Salt Lake. Like the malls, like the big malls and areas downtown. A bunch of recreation centers and like new developments. Yeah, the church owns all that. And of course, like to put temples everywhere, they've got like several hundred temples and churches. You can make a lot of money by taking from your 15 million members 10% of their income. Who's the current prophet? I don't know, actually. Dallin H. Oaks. Oh yeah, he's my least favorite one. I don't like him. I like Gordon B. Hinckley. Gordon B. Hinckley was chill. He had some pretty good talks, some pretty good quotes. Here, let me find a good quote for him. Life is to be enjoyed, not endured. Try a little harder to be a little better. Generally speaking, the most miserable people I know are those who are obsessed with themselves. The happiest people I know are those who lose themselves in the service of others. By and large, I have come to see that if we complain about life, it is because we are thinking only of ourselves. I don't disagree with that. Yeah. I think that's right. Let me find one that's... this one I've seen hung in somebody's house before. Go forward in life with a twinkle in your eye and a smile on your face, but with great purpose and heart. I don't know, like he was just like a really wholesome old guy. At one point he gave a talk. I think his wife had just passed away. And his first talk he gave after his wife passed away, he said, "Well, I feel like the last apple that has yet to fall from the tree." And people just laugh because they were like, I don't know what to do. I guess that's funny. It was a joke, right? But, he just had this like cute sense of humor. So he was good. I also liked Thomas S. Monson. Yeah, the real ones. These were the prophets during when I was a child and grew up and everything was happy. Happy times. So, actually I genuinely think they were decent. I genuinely think they were decent people and really tried to be kind and encourage everyone in the church to be kind. Like genuinely like not encouraging any sort of discrimination. Which the current prophet does. Dude, no. The current prophet, no thanks. he was really like, he really represented the turning point in the LDS religion, to be like much more strict and discriminatory and just like overall super close-minded. So at the beginning of that point, I think they really started straying from the path. Interesting, they're called prophets. Yeah, I don't know the explanation behind that. But there's also 12 apostles. So there's a prophet, there's a first counselor, second counselor, and then there's 12 apostles, and then there's a quorum of there's a group of 70 men. I don't know why there's 70. Prophets or prophets? Well, they're in the past, prophets. First one. Currently, I would argue it's the second one. I do think, like, I think it really depends. It depends on who's at the helm. It depends on who's at the helm, who's leading the ship. And these two prophets from before, yeah, I have no complaints. Current prophet, oh my God, no. You like the Pope? You know, I don't actually know anything about the Pope, Tom. We were discouraged to engage with any sort of external Christian ideas or anything. So I don't know. I don't even know who the Pope is, actually, at this point. I know there's a new one. Doing it all tax-free as well. Yeah. I mean, okay. So, like, to be fair, I don't think there's anything as super nefarious going on within the Mormon Church currently. There's definitely some members of the church who are very nefarious and, like, have committed severe crimes. Not any really leaders. I would say just, like, members. There's been several movies that have come out about, like, someone who is Mormon who, like, murdered somebody or, like, you know. But they like to add the fact, and they were Mormon, to that. And, like, that, they were just a shitty person. Like, I don't think the Mormon Church really had much to do with them. Same thing with, like, Heretic. Oh, so if you guys have seen Heretic, that was interesting. So this is about Mormons, kind of. It's a horror movie about two Mormon missionaries who come visit this just absolute insane person, who just, like, two people who visit Reddit atheist. No. Reddit atheist who happens to have very violent tendencies. Okay, well, I tacked that on there. I thought it was, like, the cinematography and everything was really good. But, like, the depiction of Mormons, I thought was also excellent. Way to judge a dude just living his life. Have you seen the movie, Sam? No, I was meaning this is a one-off violent person. It has nothing to do with him being an atheist or him being interested in Mormon culture. It's he's just a crazy guy. He's just insane. But, like, I love how it was depicted, because, like, there were some jokes in the beginning kind of about the garments and, like, how the Mormons missionaries, like, the rules they have to follow, and, like, we've got a Molly Mormon here. That's what they call people who are very faithful and very, you know, she's even dressed and it's just perfect. Her wardrobe is precisely what a lot of, like, very conforming, very traditional Mormons would look like. And then we have a convert, who, you know, she's dressed in black. She's got her hairstyle a different way. Even the hairstyle, it comes down to the hairstyle. You know, this is classic Mormon. But over here, you know, even, like, her face structure also kind of, it's weird. Like, if you come visit Mormon areas, you know, they have a certain look to them. A lot of like deep, I'm talking about like deep Mormon areas. And often, I mean, I'm not saying everyone, I'm just saying like the most, like the if you go to like Cache Valley, or if you go to like Utah County, you'll find people who look like this. No, Sam, no. But bro, you threw me off track. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives Gone Wrong. Well, here's the thing, is that like this character, like in the beginning, you kind of like, you're like, oh, she's just, you know, doesn't she think for herself? Does, you know, you kind of want to dogpile on her. And the thing is, I don't want to spoil too much, but like, she actually ends up being really sweet and really amazing, and like really firmly believes in her faith, and is actually an excellent example of what the ideal Mormon would act like. You know, she's extremely compassionate, kind, understanding, loving. You know, she's literally the embodiment of what Christ would want. And so, like, yeah, it was just super interesting. Especially, like, she has a monologue at the end of the movie, which I loved. I mean, honestly, I might even play it. I'm not sure, though, if that would be allowed. But, I mean, and the convert, too, as well. Like, she's super strong in her faith. You know, you kind of start out wanting to root for her, being like, oh, yeah, she's the black sheep, you know. She kind of looks at this other Mormon. She's like, oh, yeah, you're just, why do you have to be so perfect all the time, and blah, 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 blah. But to see their dynamic, right, and to see how both of them, like, both someone who chose, they both chose to believe in this faith. Nobody's blindly, like no one's blindly just accepting it. You go into the movie thinking that this left character is just blindly taking whatever, you know, and that's not the case. They want you to think that because of the stereotypical look, but that's not it. And that's what I like to see. Sorry, that was a super loud swallow noise. That's what I like to see. I like to see nuance. I like to see my expectations be subverted. Now, like, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, like, that's just slop. It's just slop reality TV. I don't think there's anything of substance there to, like, it doesn't do Mormon culture any favors. It doesn't do women any favors. Like, it just depicts women in a very stereotypical, horrible light. And I you know what? I don't like that. But I like this movie because it has two strong female protagonists. And one that you don't assume that she's going to be strong, but she ends up being the strongest character. She ends up being the strongest character, and I love that. This is exactly what I wish my family members would be like. Yeah, so, and if they end up being like that, I'll be like, great. You know, as long as it's something you're choosing to do. You know. Sam says, I always like how the South Park guys showed Mormonism. Yeah, there's some things to laugh at there. I will say it does only show one side of it. Like, it does make fun of certain aspects, which I think is fair and deserved. But like, I don't know. We can look at things from both sides. We can like rip into something and be critical of something, but we can also be like, well, it's got these strengths. Right? Isn't God the strongest character, really, though? Well, you see how God manifests through her. How she's like she is like a vessel for God. And that's the most ideal thing you can be, I think, in Mormon culture. They make fun of Mormonism and show how they're generally good people. Oh, okay, I must have only seen the scenes where they make fun of Mormonism. Which can be cathartic for me sometimes. Okay, sounds good. Thank you for lurking. But yeah, so this movie is full of twists and turns. I thought it was good. Yeah, a lot of people misunderstand though. They think that this is a movie that's that blasphemes against the Mormon Church. I don't think that could be farther from the truth. I think it actually is a great showcasing of how the Mormon Church can be beneficial for people, like a beneficial belief system for people to attach themselves to. Like if they choose to use it to become a better person, then I'm all for that. So you have to watch the multiple episodes to get their full take on Mormons. Oh, I see. Yeah, I also haven't seen I haven't seen the Book of Mormon either. That's another one I kind of stray away from, because I'm worried that it's only gonna just be tearing into it. Like only.
Was that Beijing?
What's up, Refly? Perfect timing. Refly, we're gonna be playing the game soon. You ready? I've got a new game for today. Right now we're talking about Mormons, but we're gonna wrap it up because I wanna do round 3 of our game. Yeah, I haven't seen the Book of Mormon just because I think it's a bit. I've read the script, I've read the synopsis. I think it's a bit too much. Of course, I still have a lot of like guilt and like fear of sin, and so maybe that's what clouds my judgment of why I don't want to watch it. Like, why, if I watched it, it would just make me feel gross inside, like icky inside. I can't describe it to you. If you've ever felt guilty before, it's like that, but it's like a long-lasting kind of numbing, like you fucked up kind of guilt that just like lingers for a long time. So yeah, I don't think I'll be watching that one, but this was good. Seems like the still after all these years. Well, I mean, yeah, I grew up with it my whole life, so like all the way until I was 18. I left the church when I was 21-ish. I was like halfway in, halfway out from 18 up until like 22, roughly. Some people, they take a lot of years to, and there's going to be aspects that remain with me for my entire life. Probably the way I view sex will be with me my entire life. I will always have a screwed up relationship with sex. And that's just the consequence. But I'm okay with it. I'm alright with it. I've made peace with it. So yeah, many negative things, many positive things, I suppose. Okay, shall we play the game? Let's play the game. Okay, Refly, I'm excited for you to see this. You guys aren't ready. Ivan, we were talking about a movie. Here, hold on. I recommend The Heretic. It's a horror movie, but people often misunderstand and think it's blasphemous against the Mormon Church. But I think it's the opposite. I think it's actually a good depiction especially of like the strong female characters and the unassuming strong female character. One who you don't think thinks for herself, but she actually does. She thinks for herself, and she's like, she comes full circle. It's truly beautiful. Okay. All right, we're done with that. You guys ready? Okay, I saved the best for last. I've got two more for you. Oh shit. Shit, I just opened my Twitch. I gotta set it up, hold on. Which one should we do? Let's do this one. Okay, so I'm gonna run a poll. And you need to vote.
Life is Roblox.
Life is Roblox. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna run a prediction now. So you need to answer, is this me or is this Weird Al, okay? Ready? Okay. Is this Marissa or Weird Al? Okay. 1 minute on the clock. I'll let you put in your answers. Okay. Looks like people are saying Weird Al. Got 20 seconds left. Oh, someone said Marissa. Let's see. Let's see. What do you think? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Weird Al. This one's a bit more ambiguous. I like this picture. It looks like me, kind of. If I were like at a Chinese restaurant, so if you see his hand is like dipping in some soy sauce. I should have included that, honestly. So I know soy sauce isn't Chinese. Don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me. I know that soy sauce isn't Chinese. Well, is it? Fuck. I don't know. I'm not a real US-China relations expert. I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's Japanese. Oh! It originated in China over 2,000 years ago. Okay, I'm confirming it. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. I'm confirming it. Weird Al. This is Weird Al. Yeah, so you can get your 10,000 points back. Okay. All right, you guys. Last one. You ready? Let me get it set up. Hold on. Gamble 10,000. Ooh, wait. So you won 1,000 points from that? Damn, nice job. Excellent job. I was like, we need to have a new way for people to spend channel points. Okay. All right. Oh, you didn't win any points? What? Wait, Dom. All or nothing. Yeah, okay, it's all or nothing, you guys. You gotta all or nothing this. Okay, all right. Here we go. Wait, why isn't the music playing? Hello? Hello? Okay, here we go. All right, is this Marissa or Weird Al? Wow, I'm broke. Dom, you only have 0 points. What? That can't be right. Did you lose all your points, Dom? Okay, is this Marissa or Weird Al? Dom's trying to give himself points. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's me. This is the one that confused my husband, actually. My husband didn't know it was me. Dang it, I thought I would confuse you guys. Oh well. Well, thanks for playing. That was fun. That was fun. I figured if I blurred it, maybe it would make it, like, more difficult. Guess you guys just know me too well. Congratulations for knowing me. For W game. Thank you. Thanks for playing, everybody. Okay. Alright, my friends. I think it's time to conclude. I genuinely don't have anything else to talk about. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow. I go have lunch with my friend. But... oh, okay, wait. I got one more meme for you guys to enjoy. You're reading the terms and conditions for the prediction game? If you're incapable of criticizing your favorite philosopher, you are in a cult. Sorry to break it to you. Sorry to break it to you. I'll leave you with this as one final... my final message. Goodbye. Hey, a meme I agree with. Nice, Ivan. Can you guys be critical even of your own worldview? Skeletor is my favorite philosopher. Is this from He... wait, have you guys seen the trailer for the new He-Man movie? It was really confusing. This is from He-Man, right? It was really strange. I was not expecting it. It was like real worlds. We're in the real world now. And then he goes to like the He-Man world or something. I don't know the lore of He-Man, but I thought it was... The way it was depicted in the trailer, it was very confusing. She, woman, when? I don't know. Does there need to be one? Something's arguably, like, I wish they would just make, like, something completely separate. Like, do they really have to make a Superwoman and, She-Ra? Wait, I've heard of this, I think. Is that the female version? Ooh. Masters of the Universe. Oh, and that's what they are, right? Oh yeah, she's nice. Oh yeah, she's hot. Delightful. She-Ra is gay and I love it. Hell yeah. I love to see that. Looks like they've got a newer version and an older version. So this is, I think this is the older model. And then the newer one. I prefer the older model. I prefer this style. It's a rogue of original X. Oh, rogue from original X-Men animated series. This one. Oh, nice. High fives, Ivan. Ooh. I like the hair. Fabulous. No, add original. Oh, different one? Okay. There's so many iterations of everything. You guys, they're making another Harry Potter. It made me very upset. I will not be watching. I will be boycotting. Fuck that. Not my Harry Potter. Washalala. Wait, what's that from? Oh, lesbian. Washalala. I'm gonna see if my husband knows that word. He doesn't know the more that seems like a what's the word? Slang. My husband's not very familiar with Chinese slang, so I'll teach him that. See what he thinks. Damn. Would you look at that? Okay. I see your point. I see your point. I've only seen the X-Men movies. I liked X-Men First Class. I thought that was really good. That was like X-Men First Class, and then X-Men, the one right after, I thought was really good. But then after that, it just fell apart. It just completely fell apart. Yowza. Delicious. Wow, she is fit. She goes to the gym. She does those ab exercises. Girl, send me your workout routine. Oh, this looks uncomfortable though. I would not want to wear pants like... Oh, listen, if you're a woman and you've worn pants like... This is uncomfortable. Okay. No. I demand having pants that are loose fitting at all times. I refuse. I refuse to wear jeans. I refuse to wear leather. It's just... I recently watched Fire and Ice, hottest cartoon I've seen. Oops, I don't know, my C key is broken or something. Is it this one? From 1983. Wow. Wow. Bear says Rogue's oh, I love how Bear's getting in on it too. So wait, so everyone's seen this except for me? That's crazy. I need to go back and watch it. I mean the X-Men one. Nice. I love how this one's hidden. Have you guys seen... Oh, wait, what is Nuja doing here? Have you guys seen Nuja? That's AI, though. I think this is AI. That was pretty good. Neurons activated. Bear says that X-Men animated series was my fave as a kid. The only animated series I watched from that around that looked like this, that had this style, I think was the Star Wars Ewoks cartoon. Yeah, I watched this. Unlike Care Bears. It was all bear themed. All the cartoons I watched were bear themed for some reason. I mean, these aren't bears, I know, but basically bears. Oh, Ivan never saw the X-Men cartoon. Oh, okay. This was awesome. I watched it more than Star Wars, even. I actually had no idea it was even related to Star Wars. I mean, it doesn't really even mention any of the plot of Star Wars that I recall. Here's the thing though. Okay, I have a question for you. Does it make you feel kind of sad to look at? Okay, how do I explain this? For some reason, I don't like watching cartoons that look like this because it makes me feel sad. It's like something about the colors. It's like a bit like Uncanny Valley, spooky. I don't, it's a bit spooky to me. It's like, oh, this looks kind of foreign to me. I don't know. I must be, maybe I'm the only one who thinks that, but like, it makes me a bit uncomfy. So I don't often watch animation that looks like this. It's got like the super yellow coloring, or like kind of faded. My Gen Z is showing. My Gen Z, I fear my Gen Z is showing. Now all the millennials will stop claiming me. That's okay. They never claim me in the first place. Millennials don't claim me. I'm Gen Z maxing. Gen Z maxing. No. Well, is maxing, here's a question. Is maxing Gen Z slang or is that Gen Alpha slang? Because I feel like clavicular is Gen Alpha, right? He's so young. And all the terminology he was using, I never use. So, okay. Gen Z and he is Z as well. Okay, then I'm not Gen Z. No, I will not associate myself. Gen Z is such a, well, the thing is, like, there's just so much contained within the container of Gen Z. Okay, look. 1996? What are you talking about? What do you mean? I'm off by 2 years. Wait, how dare you? No, fuck that. I'm looking at a different parameter. Are you kidding me? Okay, wait, look. 1990. No! Wait, I've heard from some people that I am Gen. Okay, look, somebody's giving permission. They say millennials honestly are until 1997. But if a 1998 born wants to be claimed to be a millennial, then so be it. Okay, well, I'm gonna take this as truth. Yeah, so Bear, I was born in 1998. So I'm on the cusp. Right on the cusp. So like people who are millennial accuse me of being Gen Z. But people who are Gen Z accuse me of being millennial. Like, I don't fit in anywhere. I don't fit in with such a baby. Yeah. Typical. Sam's like, oh, typical of Gen Z. Oh, I'm just a bit, I get it. Oh, I thought you were, criticizing me. I'm over here like, and I took that personally. I always do that. And I took that personally. No. You gotta remember the second one. The second agreement of the 4 agreements. Do not take things personally. It's a daily reminder. I gotta remind myself like every second of every day. Ivan says, I'm on the cusp of Gen X. The cusp of Gen X? No, I won't ask you that question. Nice. My parents are Gen X. My dad is 52, and my mom is 51, I think. I kind of lost track. After they both hit 50, I was like, fuck. Oh no. As an elder millennial, I propose Marissa be anointed as a millennial. Chat, may I hear a second to this nomination? Wait, you're even using the Mormon jargon. I love it. Oh shit, there's gonna be an ad. No, I was gonna end my stream soon. Oh no. I don't suppose I can end my stream in 10 seconds. I may end my stream in 10... No, what do I do? Thank you guys so much for being here, and have a good day, and have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Oh, I was gonna raid, wasn't I? Fuck! Is anyone still here? No, they're all gone. I was gonna raid. I was gonna raid that cool wizard guy, too. Should I still do it? I can, right? I'm gonna raid. Let's go raid the cool wizard. He's got like 100 people watching. I'm raiding right now. He's so cool, you guys. Okay. Okay, bye, bye, bye.